Wrong.
Right, now I'm recording. Okay. Let's get into our gameplay portion. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Okay.
So, we are playing Wingspan. It is a game where you are drafting birds and then you are placing them into your aviary, and the person with the most victory points at the end will win it. The game plays in 4 rounds, and in each round you'll have a certain amount of actions that you can do to either play birds, to gain food, which help play birds, because in the top left corner of each card has a requirement for the bird to be able to be placed. You could do a lay egg action, which will then allow you to place eggs on birds based on what their nesting type and capacity is. So like, for example, this duck that I have, it can lay up to 5 eggs, so only 5 eggs could ever be on this card at a time. And then the last action is draw bird cards, which would come from here or blindly from the deck. Let's see. So before we do anything, me and Natalie.
I'm Natalie.
This is Natalie. I'm Anthony. We need to figure out how many of these bird cards we want to keep in our hand. Get out of there. And in order to keep these cards, we have to pay a cost for keeping them. So, let's see, based on and we all start, so again, we start with 8 action cubes. We have 5, 1 of each resource. And then we have these 2 bonus cards, which we will also pick one of these and keep for ourselves and discard the other. So, I think that one's hard. At the bottom of the bonus cards too, it gives a percentage of the likeliness of getting what you need for these. So percentage of cards. So in one of my cards case, which I'm not going to tell you, it has an 18% chance that those cards will show up, versus this one that has an 11% chance. So this one might be easier to do. So I'm going to keep that one. That just stays secret. This one will get discarded. It just goes in the bottom here. And I'm going to leave this deck out here because there is ways, I think, possibly to get more bonus cards. Get rid of that one. I can look over and see as we do.
Don't look!
But yeah, so that's that. And then again, these cards, your bird cards, these will stay in your hand. I want to keep this one, and what do they do on them? Oh yeah, by the way, some of these cards too, they'll have a brown section, which is played when activated, so they'll play when the action cube crosses over that card. Or some that will say when played, so when the card is played, that will happen.
So I'm deciding how many of these to keep?
So deciding how many of these cards you want to keep. I want to keep at least this one. And this one. And this one. So I'm going to discard these 2, which we'll just toss at the bottom of any of these. And then because I kept 3, I need to get rid of 3 pieces of food. So I want want to get rid of this one.
Probably based on like what
kind of based on what you have that you need. You might
Yeah.
want to try and keep those, and then.
How many do I need to get rid of?
So here, while you're at it too, go ahead and re-roll these. So at the start, those are supposed to go in. So.
How many do I need to get rid of?
If you kept 3 cards, you need to get rid of 3 tokens. So you should only have 2 tokens left.
Okay, so. Okay.
So.
Now what do I need?
That and that. So go ahead and put those in there. Yep. So. In the dice tower, you just throw them in.
This is weird.
Yeah, I don't know why you're doing it that way. I mean, you can hold the top and just throw them in. There you go.
Can't really see
Okay.
it either.
So then, here, we'll do it that way. Kind of. Then the camera can't see it. But so now that these are rolled, these are the possible food that we can get from the feeder. If at any point the feeder, let's say, has just those 2 left, all the dice could be re-rolled that point, or even if there's just one of a certain type left, we can re-roll, and then you can pull from the feeder. Anything with a slash means it's one or the other, and this is unique. So let's say you had like the worm and another worm left. It doesn't mean that you can re-roll them, it just means you have 2 different dice face. So whenever there's just one dice face left, then you can re-roll them all if you want. Would you like to go first or me?
You.
Me, okay. Okay, so I have this, Alright, I don't think we really need this anymore either, but we can put it there. I have what I need, so I'm going to play a bird. I'm going to play this duck, and it requires either a worm or a seed, and it's a water type, so it'll go in the bottom row. So I'm going to get rid of the seed to pay for that. And then, also up here, just as a reminder too, when playing a card, if you have 2 of any type and you need it for another type, you can convert 2 of any type for 1. So like, let's say I needed a seed, I could turn in like a rat and a berry to automatically make a seed. So, okay, so I did that. So then this cube goes here to the edge, and that's it. Now, for example, if I wanted to place another water bird on the next turn, I'd have to place my cube here, which means it requires an egg to come off my board, plus whatever's on the card type to place it. So, okay, it is now Natalie's turn.
I get 1 action.
So you get 1 cube, yep. We'll go back and forth using these cubes now.
I want a food.
So you want a food, so put it onto the first row one
here,
technically, yep. And then that tells you that you're going to do, just grab, you'll take 1 die out of there, and then you'll take whatever's facing of that type. So if you want that one, then you can either take a worm or a seed. And then just leave it off to the side here, because again, once we get down to a single type, then all of those could get redrawn. Okay, so now that you've done that action, this goes to the edge here, and then that cube just sits there and waits. Now it's my turn. I also need food, so I'm going to put that one there. And I need a fish. So the fish will go there. I'll gain this fish. And then my cube is done on that, and then goes there, and that's it. Natalie's turn.
Okay, I want to play a bird.
Okay.
So this?
Yep, at the top there.
And then
Whichever, and it'll go into the leftmost available spot. Yep. Based on its type. Yep.
then I have to give this.
Yep. So you pay for what it costs. Yep.
And then it says, when played, lay 1 egg on each of your birds with a nest.
With that nest type.
So that's that one.
Does that bird have that nest type?
No.
I would think so. So go ahead and take an egg and toss it on there.
Boop.
Okay. And then it has a max of 4 eggs and gives you 2 victory points. So then you can take your action cube and just push it off to the side.
Right here?
Yep. And it'll wait there. Before we get any further too, so for each of the rounds, At the end of each round, we'll count up, in this one's case, birds that have a bowl-type nest with eggs on them. So any birds that you have out here that have that. If you have nothing that matches that round type, then we would get 0. But yeah, if you have at least one, it'll give you the most, and then that'll give you an extra 4 victory points at the end. Okay, my turn. So I need another feeder type, so I'm going to put it here. I'm going to use this mouse to gain that, and then that is the end of my turn.
I need that food.
Natalie needs food, so there is a berry and a rat. Takes the berry, and then that moves over. My turn. I will spend an action on player bird. It requires 2 mice, and it's going to go here, spotted owl. And it says, when played, draw 2 bonus cards and keep 1. So I'm going to gain an extra bonus card here.
Jesus.
Ooh, nice. I'm going to keep that one, and then I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay. Placed a bird. When that one's done, it goes there. So it is now Natalie's turn.
I think I will draw a bird.
Okay, so it goes there, and then you can draw either one from here or one from the blind. And then this won't replenish until the end of your action, so when that one's done. Yep. Okay.
Does the round go until we're out of these?
Yes. Okay. I kind of feel like we should be playing like bird sounds in the background.
I did.
Like
Well, I went, whoo whoo.
Oh, we could probably actually find like a YouTube video that's 4 hours
Like
long.
from the zoo?
Well, of like people that just
Like bird calls?
like ambient bird sounds. Okay. My action is you have 4 out there, yep. I need, alright, so I need a feeder. But since there is 1 type left here, I am allowed to now re-roll all these. So nice. That is exactly what I needed.
Look at all those choices.
Yeah, no. So I'm going to take this one. Nope. That one, and I'm going to take one of the worms. Put it there. Okay, so then from here, what I would then do is this cube would go here, and if it was a win activated, I could do that, but since this was already a win played, nothing happens, and then that goes there. All of the win activateds as well are optional, so you don't have to do them. Oh, excuse me. Alright, Natalie's turn. She is getting a feeder. Either seed or a worm. Okay, and then her action cube goes over. I am going to I'm going to lay some eggs. So I get to take 2 eggs. Color does not matter. And I can lay them on any bird. So I'm going to lay one on the owl and one on the duck. And that goes there. Okay, Natalie's turn.
Can I lay in the second row?
You can. So you place your action at the top of the second row.
This one?
Yep. And then you'll lay the card there. You will pay the cost for playing the card, and you also have to remove an egg from your board. Which you do have 1 egg.
Why?
Because up here shows that it's spending an egg to place it in the next column.
I see.
So then you have-
explain that.
Yeah, well, now you know. So you can remove that.
But then
egg.
it says when activated, lay 1 egg on any bird.
So the cube has to be in that row to activate it then. But if it would have said when played, then you could have put an egg on any other bird. But when you go to lay eggs, it just allows you to lay more eggs. Yep. So then it just goes to the end. Yep. Okay, I am going to play a bird, which I also have to go there. This one lets me play it here in the water area. I need to spend a worm and a fish. And then I also have to spend an egg, which I will spend that egg. To this one, when a second bird in your... Oh, I can play a second bird, but I don't have any more birds in my hand. And then that just goes to the end. Okay, Natalie's turn for her last...
No, I have 2 more.
Oh, 2 more actions? Oh.
Because you went first, so
Yes,
you go
you're
and
right.
I have another
Yep.
one. I think I'm going to get some more food.
Murford. Yep. And then a seed or a worm. Okay. What kind of food you got over there? Just curious. Okay. Okay. Last action for me then, I need some birds. So I'm going to put this here. I will gain 2 cards. So none of us are really going to get this first one, so that kind of sucks. I don't think. Nope, none of us have bull. Yeah, that sucks. So looking forward here, birds in the middle, just total birds, and like, I forget what the name of that, enclosed birds with eggs. So,
What?
this last one has the
Oh.
same icon.
They're like tree nesting
Yeah,
birds.
the tree nesting birds. So, yeah, I'm still going to draw cards. So I want this one. And this one. Okay.
You can do more than one?
This one lets me do 2 because I've put enough birds here. It advances far enough that I started here. So
Would you have to get an egg?
No,
That's
it'll
only
cost me when I play it. It'll cost me an egg when I go to play it, but when I go to just draw it, this action just means drawing. It doesn't do anything.
I see.
It's only when the cube is on this row that it costs me
Yeah, I
something
got
to
you.
play it.
Gotcha.
Okay, this one is a when played already, and then this last one says, when activated, draw 2, and if you do, discard 1 from your hand at the end of your turn. So I could draw 2 more, and then discard 1 from my total hand then. So I'm going to draw... So again, this wouldn't reload until...
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yep, so I'm going to draw 2.
Took me that long to get it, but okay.
Holy crap. Okay, I'm actually going to get rid of this one then. So, as it said, discard 1 from your hand. We do need to have a discard for these birds. So, I guess we'll just put them up on top here. If one of those decks ever gets low, then we'd shuffle. Okay, that goes there. And then Natalie's last turn.
I think. I want more food.
Okay, you got a fish or a worm?
A worm. A worm. Okay, that's it.
Okay, So now that all of ours are placed, we take all of these cubes, we will remove them back to the top, and then we'll take one action then and satisfy one of these spots, which both of us do not have a bowl type bird with eggs, so we are both putting these on 0. So I need one of yours. 1. So now on round 2 we have one less action we can use, which means that the games will get a little, the rounds will get a little faster each time. And again, none of us gained any points on that. So now round 2, it's going to be total. You get extra points for the most birds that are in this area. And you're already ahead.
I got a head start on that one.
Okay.
So
now that that's
do I
done,
go first this round?
first round goes to Nat.
Okay.
And then this still stays the same. Oh, this would have actually refilled. Sorry. Not that you drew any birds from it. Or actually, at the end of the round, all of these would have gone away. Well, let's see. That would have refilled at the end, so technically all 3 of these would go away, and then new birds would come out.
So I didn't have a choice of birds.
Sorry. Not those birds. Okay. Now it's your turn.
Okay. So if there's one left, I can re-roll, right?
So if you put an action on the feeder, and there's only one left, yes, you can re-roll all those dice to then draw from the feeder. Excuse me again. Okay. So that comes out. Toss it in. Okay.
Oh, there's another one in there. And I want... What do I want? One of these. Please. Thank you. Your turn.
My turn. I have nothing.
Where's your food over there?
I need some food.
Oh, you don't have any
That's the problem. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to then take this one for a green. According to this, I can discard a card from my hand to draw another one from the feeder, which I will.
Ah, I see.
I will discard this one. Oh, discard.
To get another extra food.
Gosh darn it. These 3 will have
I
also
don't think we're ever going to get to
I know,
those
but
ones.
still, I want to play it the right way. Discarded a card, so now I can draw one more, which I would like another worm. Okay. This one would go here. This is already a win played. That goes there to be done. So your turn.
Your turn.
Here we go. 8 hours ambient soundscape with relaxing nature sounds. Forest birds.
Thank you. I hate you.
That's awesome. Ah, if I turn the phone off, it goes away. Gotta set the mood.
Every once in a while you hear, "Wah!" Set the mood, yeah. This is really romantic.
So you went?
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. I am going to lay some eggs. I'm gonna lay 2 eggs.
Yes, you are.
One on. Actually, we'll put them both on this bird since you can take 2. And then that action goes there. So it's now your turn.
I'm going to play a birdie. And I'm going to put him here. And I can guess 2 random foods. And yeah, that's it. Nothing special happens.
I'm gonna put this one here to re-roll all of these because the last one left is not what I wanted. Oh, thank God. I have to use that one to take a seed. And I do not want to give up this bird, so I am then going to go here, which has already been played, and then that finishes my turn.
I'm going to lay some eggs.
Okay, lay 3 eggs.
Bloop. Bloop. Bloop.
Okay, action moves over, and then
I lay 1 egg.
When activated, yeah.
Any bird.
Alright, and then that goes to the end. Yep, since the other one was when played. My turn. One more time, gonna get me some food. Worm. There. When played already done. End of action. Your turn.
Going to lay a bird.
Is that a new action? No, you drew that from the end.
Oops, I meant to do.
Yep.
Lay a bird.
Okay, and it costs you an egg. And then it costs you the, 2 seeds and a worm?
Yep.
2 seeds and a worm. Your egg goes back into the thing. And then your action goes all the way to the end. Okay, I will play a bird. So this one will go here. It requires a seed and a worm. Since it's in the first row, it does not require an egg. That one is complete. Your turn.
Going to draw a bird.
Yep. So you can draw a bird from the middle or blindly.
Draw a bird.
If you have an egg that you want to get rid of, you can draw another bird card.
Can I pick this up so I can read it?
Sure. I like the bird sounds.
I'm taking another bird.
I feel like Matt's gonna love it.
Okay.
Alright, and then that
When
one.
activated, tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, draw a card.
Does it say any bird? Doesn't says anything?
Tuck a bird card.
Yep. Alright.
If you do, draw another bird card.
So if you want any of one of the 2 in your hands can go underneath there and then essentially just counts for victory
Do
points
those
later.
replenish?
Not yet, not until the end. Not until your cube gets all the way to the end. No, you don't have to. Nope. Okay, and then these replenish. Alright, my turn. I will play this one. I will spend 2, and I will put this one here, which also requires an egg. And that one's all taken care of. Finished. Your turn for your last action. Hey, Doge. Hi. Come here. Oh.
That's that or that, right? And that's that plus then.
Yes. So anytime there's a plus, it needs to have all three or all two. If it's a slash, it's one or the other.
Okay.
You didn't want to activate that one either? No. Okay, last action for me. Dang it. I'm definitely not going to have enough. So I'm going to start getting... actually, this would replenish. I will also draw some cards. These stars mean they're wild, so they fit any nesting type. FYI.
Oh, well, that's a little late in the game.
Alright, well...
That's the only one I've seen, though.
Yeah. And again, if you want to make sure to... If the food type has a little circle wheel, which has all the different color types, is a wild as well.
I kind of figured.
Ow, my foot cramped up. 2 cards. I'm going to take 2 randomly off the top of these decks. Awesome. Awesome! Okay. That's good. This is when played. This one, draw 2, and if you do, discard 1 from your hand. So I will draw 2 more. And discard 1 from your hand. This one gets discarded. Luke. So now I have 3. And that action goes there. Okay. We are now out of actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then these, these actions all move up off the board. And for round 2, whoever has the most in the gold grassland area. You have 3, I have 2. So you will get first place, I will get second place. Okay, these cards now also discard. And then 3 new ones come out. And then I get the first action back. Cool. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I need food. So I will use the feeder. I need a berry. And then no action there. So I will put that there then.
Oops, that was a worm.
I do want to read. So we have this lovely appendix on some of these birds. Bird powers. Looking for a common nighthawk. I'm curious. I might just not worry about it. Oh god, I'm not gonna find it. Oh, here. When activated, if this bird is to the rightmost of all the birds' inhabitants, you may move it to another habitat. These birds are all able to live in a variety of habitats, and their power is to move from habitat to habitat, but only if they're the last bird in that row.
You can't trap them in other words.
Yeah, they can be in any column. Okay, this can be powerful by increasing your ability in multiple habitats and for scoring on end of round goals. Be careful not to play another bird to the right one of these cards, or you won't be able to use its power. So it just moves from one to the other. It doesn't actually swap. Yeah, move it to another habitat. Okay. I was wondering if it needs to be. Okay, never mind. Cool. It's my action, right? Okay, so I want to. That would have been great, yeah, for this last round, but yeah, that's not gonna matter now. So I'm gonna do 3 eggs first. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 1 and 2 and 3. And then here, well, that one's pointless now for really any other. Yeah, it's pointless, so that's okay. And then this one, lay 1 egg on any bird. So I'm gonna put this one here, and then that one goes there. So your turn.
Play a bird.
Oh, I know why. I did want to do that. I'm sorry. Can I change this? So all I'm going to do is move it here. Since it was the rightmost bird when I activated it, I'm going to move it up to here. I know why now, because then it lets me get 2 bird feeders next time. So the only thing I would have done different is just move that. The rest happens. So your turn.
Play a bird.
Play bird. Okay. And then your action's done. Right. Now I need to do the feeder. So I'm gonna do a feeder for 2 dice. I don't need this one, so I'm gonna re-roll all of these. 2. So I want the green. And I want a. Oops, that was a seed. And a seed. Okay. So now, if it's rightmost bird, I can change its habitat. I'm gonna leave it there for now. When played, done.
To lay some eggs. Eggs. Play on egg. 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 Then, what does that mean?
That means you can spend any food type to gain 1 more
I don't
egg.
have any. Chuck a card from behind you, and if you do, you get another egg.
There's any that you don't want to keep in your hand, put it underneath it. That will just give you more points later after the game is done. Just stack them all up, it doesn't even show. Okay. Lay another egg. Okay. Action cube.
Lay another egg.
Lay any other egg. And then when played and done. Okay. I need to do this, so I'm going to do the food action again. I would like a wheat. And a
White?
berry.
Wheat and white bread. I thought it was funny.
And then this one, now if it is the rightmost bird, it can move to another habitat. I will move it back down to this. And then when played is done, and then end of action. Your turn. Bo, come on.
I want to draw a bird card.
Draw a bird card. Okay, if you want to spend an egg, you can gain another bird card. Guess not. then you're not going to do that last one, and then that action's done, so we'll draw that. Okay. So now I want to do this one to do this. So we're going to play a blue jay. It costs a wheat and a wild, so I'm going to give it a berry. And it's going to cost me an egg for being that column. That isn't wind plague, and that's it. So that's what it is. 10. Action on feeder. Going to reroll a ball. Hey, Bo.
Hello. Okay. Thanks. Okay.
Okay.
When activated, get 1 green from supply.
Oh, that's easy.
What does it mean, cash it on this card?
1 green. That means it stays on that card, and that just gives you points later.
Oh.
It doesn't actually give you. It doesn't let you spend it.
What?
It's just. Does it say you may cash it to this card?
And cash it on this card.
And cash it? Okay, so it has to go on that card. This one, the Blue Jay, says may cash it on this card, so I can actually either use it or cash it. But that just gives you more victory points at the end. If you want, you can double check it in the
I don't.
appendix. You good?
Mm-hmm.
So I have 1 action left. Oh. We will play another bird. Son of a bitch. I can play both of these. I will play this one. So it'll cost me an egg. It will also cost me a grain and a worm. Grain, worm. And that's when active. And then that's it. That goes to the end. So I've used my actions. Natalie's last action to play a bird at the end there. Nice. Cost that. Also 2 eggs. Okay. And then that action goes to the end. And that should be it. So we are now pushing all of our actions up and off the board. One of each. So in this one's case, yep, those go away. Whoever has the most total birds, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6.
Woohoo!
So I will get first place on that. Second place, Natalie, on that. New birds come out, and then she will get to start the next and final round.
5 turns.
Yep, 5 actions. So let's do it.
What's the thing on this one?
This one's is birds that can nest in the tree. Like it has looks like a tree with a hole in it.
Yeah.
So you have to have birds with that nest type and eggs on them. Yeah.
Salted kingfisher. So I go first.
Yep.
You get victory points for eggs in general.
Yes. At the end, you will get 1 victory point per egg.
I'm going to.
I'm going to get a pen now. Because I need it.
food. A fishy.
Yes.
I need another grain.
Another grain. Go on up. Okay. Okay. We're gonna reuse this one, by the way. I need a bird. I want this one and this one. Okay. This will go here when played.
Bitch.
What? This will go here. Draw 2 if you do get rid of a card, which I don't really want to do, so I'm just going to end my action. Your turn.
Draw.
Yeah. Was that the only one out there?
Yeah.
We can draw 2 more out there if it
Let's
matters.
see.
I forgot to refill that. If the actions matter, you can pick up the cards.
Still want this one.
Okay. Draw a card. You could get rid of an egg for a card if you still wanted to. No. And then you can tuck underneath that one. Okay.
Does it give you any victory points to tuck a card?
Yes. Every time a card is underneath one of your birds, it will give you a victory point.
I would do it.
Okay. Is that what that says, right? Tuck any bird underneath that one?
Tuck a bird, yeah.
Okay.
You get, oh, I do get to draw one though.
And then you get to draw another. Okay. Baltimore Oriole. Okay. I need. I need some food. I'm gonna take the fish and the berry. Because I can draw 2. So a fish and a berry. Oh, calm down. Calm down, dog. Here, tuck a bird from your hand behind this bird. If you do, you gain 1 food, or 1 worm, or 1 seed from the supply. Oh, that's such a hard question. I will do that. So I will tuck this bird underneath, and then I will gain a worm or a seed, which I want the worm. Okay. This one here, gain 1 seed from the supply. You know what? I'll cash it on this card since it's last round. I want to get extra points, and then end. Your turn.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jesus. Food. Food.
I love the ambient bird sounds. Like, I feel like when we go to play Star Wars Rebellion, we should definitely play like some of the Star Wars ambient music in the background. Ambient Death Star sounds. Well, that's the theme, and I don't think I can actually play that without YouTube violating it or flagging me. So, but I could play the sounds that the Death Star makes in the background, because that's just ambient noise. My turn? I'm going to play a bird card. I'm going to play it in the water, which costs me 1 egg. Oh, yeah, 1 egg. It's also going to cost me a fish in any random, which I'll get rid of this berry. Ouch. This one's done. This one is a once between rounds. So when it's not my turn, and if you play a card that is a bird card, I also gain a fish from it. It is now your turn.
Say what now?
So anytime you play if you play a bird card that is in a water habitat, then I will also gain a fish.
Okay. Food.
Fade.
Rat.
The rat. It's the cleanest one.
The rat.
Nice. Okay. I need place. Oh, it'll go here. Ooh. Ooh. No, it's not gonna matter. It's the last round anyways. I don't know if I wanted to move this one first, but it's the last round. I have like 1 more action, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna place this bird schmear with a berry and a worm, and since it was in this row, also cost me an egg. When played, play a second bird at the field, pay its normal cost, which I don't have any other cards anyways. So then that action is done. Your turn. For your last action?
Play a bird.
Play a bird. Nice. Oh. And then you pay 2 eggs to put it there. Look. Look. And that's that. Okay. My last action is going to be here. And I need to lay up to 3 eggs. And I need to lay 3 eggs onto birds that have that type. So I'll put at least 1 here, 1 here, 1 here.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. And then I'll move this over. Already played. This one I can't activate because it's not the rightmost bird. This one, when activated, lay 1 on any bird. And I'm going to put it also on my wild. And then that completes. Okay. Actions come off. Last round. Whoever has the most birds with eggs of the tree type.
I've got nothing.
You have nothing, so you will get 0. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 counting this wild.
So you have the most.
So I have the most, so I'll get 7 there. Did you bring your phone down here?
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is weird.
You can turn your bird noises off.
But why?
Because the game is over.
No, it's not. Well, it is over, but. Okay. So
Now
that
what?
should be everything. Do you want to record while I. Then we can just tally it up at the end, I guess. And please, yeah, write it off to the side. No. Okay. What is the first one on there, I guess? What does it say?
First one is birds. Amount on cards.
You know what? I probably should look at the thing.
I'm assuming that this is this number.
I think so.
Ah.
End of round. Okay, so as it says here, when players have played all of their available actions, the round is over at round end. So remove all your actions from the mat. Score all the end round goals for your for the round you just completed, which we did that. Discard all face-up bird cards and replenish them, which we don't have to. Rotate the first round token clockwise, which I don't have to worry about either. Scoring, end of round goals.
End of game.
There's no end of game. Credits. 4 actions. overview. Game end and scoring. Here we go. Game ends at the conclusion of fourth round. Use a scoring pad to add together the following. Okay, points for each face-up bird card on your mat. Printed. Okay. So.
23 for me.
29. This one counts as 0, which is really shitty. Okay.
Bonus
points
cards.
for each bonus card. Okay, so I have 2 bonus cards.
Are these this?
Yes. Did you complete yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Prairie manager. Birds that can only live in the wheat. So because this does not only live in the wheat, it can live in either.
That only live?
That
can only live in the wheat.
So I was like scrambling to get this last one because I wanted to get 8 victory points.
Yep, so 4 plus,
I did it.
So you got 8 victory points, so put 8 there, yep. Mine, I have birds that can live in the trees. I have 3 of them. Birds that can only live in trees. Okay, good.
See? That's what
yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
So I got 3 birds, that'll give me 4 points.
Okay.
And then I also have birds that can eat fish. So any birds that have a fish symbol, the bird may also eat other kinds of food. So as long as it has a fish symbol, I have 2 fish symbol ones, so 2 birds gives me 3 points.
You have 7 total.
So 7, yep.
Okay.
Okay. Next, points for end of round goals. So on the board here, so let's
do me first.
So you will get 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
And I will get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Damn. Okay, what's next?
Eggs.
Eggs total?
1 point each.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for me.
3.
3 for you. 1 point
Food
for each
on
food.
cards.
Food, yeah. Food
4.
token uncashed, I have 1. And then tucked cards under a bird, and I have 1.
You have 2. Yeah.
Okay, so
You have 1.
I have 1, you have 2. Then I think that's it. Player who has the most wins. In case there's a tie, the player who has the most unused food tokens wins, which I don't have any. And if there's still a tie, you share the victory, which isn't a real victory. Do you got it, or do you want me to? Sorry.
23.
23.
Plus 8.
Hold on. Plus 8.
Plus 8.
Plus 8.
Plus 7.
Plus 7.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. 48.
48?
Yeah.
Okay, now yours.
Okay.
29.
29.
7.
Plus 7.
15.
Plus 15.
Plus 8.
Plus 8. 59. There you
You
go.
beat me by 11 points.
48, 59. Cool, cool. So there you go. Wingspan. Right there.
We had a lot more eggs when we played with everybody else.
I feel like when you have more people... Yeah. Holy crap. That is a lot of eggs. Well, we played... Those are... Because we were playing teams. Well, no. Maybe we did that wrong then. Yeah.
I think maybe we were laying down an egg when we placed these.
Yeah, maybe we did that wrong. I don't know. Yeah, it's possible we did.
That is Wingspan.
Yeah. I guess a little bit of a review about the game.
What we're doing?
No, we were just doing. Yeah.
What, our thoughts on the game?
Thoughts on the game? Yeah. So, seriously, the artwork. If it zooms in pretty good here.
Ah.
I don't know if it will. It doesn't look like it's going to. The artwork is amazing. It's very clean looking. I like the tray. The dice tower is really nice too. It's a rolled dice.
Did this come with it, or did you have to buy
it? It came with it. This comes as part of the game. The
player mats are nice.
The player mats are nice, yeah.
It's easy to play.
Very easy to
It's
play.
not like
obviously,
too hard.
When we first
You're
played
going
it.
to say obviously because I'm dumb.
No, I said it's good to play, or it's easy to play.
It's easier than I remember, actually.
Yeah. The mechanics it's simple. I like that you're
simple
using
mechanics.
actions to do things, and then it makes it even a little harder then because you're losing actions every round because you're using it for the scoring. So yeah, and it all goes back in the box pretty well. So
A+.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would definitely give it I'd give it probably an 8. It's up there.
Score.
It's a pretty high score, yeah. There's only a handful of games that get that. So, but yeah, good game.
Thanks for playing with us.
Yep. If you want more information about the club, visit blackswampgamers.org. If you are a club member, you're more than welcome to check this game out and take it home to your family, or we could play it up at the clubhouse whenever we get back from COVID issues.
And here's Poe.
He's down there. You're not gonna see him. Yeah, thanks for playing.